Greetings, everyone. My name is Sean, and I decided to do my research project on cognitive dissonance theory. The reason why I chose this theory is because I felt like it was very relatable to everyone because everyone experienced some kind of dissonance within their life. Um, in my opinion, this theory kind of reminds me of like having your way or not getting your way, basically. Um, basically when someone tells you that something that you believe or something that you thought was right, they tell you basically that it's wrong. Um, the proper definition of this theory is seeking consistency among your cognitions, um, which cognitions are like your opinions or beliefs, and then when there's inconsistency within these opinions or beliefs or these attitudes or these behaviors, this is known as dissonance. Usually, you want to eliminate this dissonance or reduce it. A lot of times, we all have different beliefs, and you do find people that share the same beliefs as you, but everyone's not going to believe the same thing that you do. And I do feel like this topic or this theory is very relatable because of the fact that we're all raised differently. No matter if you're my brother or you're my sister, you're my cousin, we're all raised differently. So we all have these different beliefs and opinions that are put upon us that we either accept or reject. And a lot of times we get to a new environment and we find out that what we may have thought is true isn't true. Now, whether we want to keep believing that it's true or move on is our choice, but this is usually causes dissonance. Theorists that dealt with this theory was Leon Festinger, and basically I was reading upon about two experiments that he did. First, he did this one that dealt with free choice decision making, and within this experiment, basically the participants were giving two decisions that they were going to have to make, one easy decision and one difficult decision. The easy decision was something was between things that were on two different sides of spectrums. So one was may have been very attractive, and then one may have been like not attractive. So that decision was easy. You're going to go with the more attractive thing. To whereas the difficult one was two things that were close in attractiveness. So it was harder. Like there was only that one thing that you couldn't catch that was really setting it off. Within this experiment, he basically found out that the difficult decision caused dissonance, a greater amount of dissonance, only because you're gonna feel negatively towards the item that you did not choose. So within this difficult decision, I'm saying I wonder which one I want. I choose the one that I want, and then I'm left with now feeling some type of way towards the one that I didn't choose. Like, oh, I didn't choose it because it was this. I didn't choose it because of that. And this negativity is known as dissonance that I didn't have before. I now have it because of my belief of what it was or what it is now. I felt like what helped me best understand this theory was one that I found about smoking. And basically what it was our first belief, our first cognition would be that smoking is harmful. So we know that smoking is harmful. My second cognition, which would be the cognition that is causing the dissonance, would be that I still like to smoke, which is understandable because I know that like my belief is smoking is harmful. The dissonance comes to where I still like to smoke regardless. Another one, a good one that I found was lying. When I believe that lying is wrong, but I'm forced to lie. In any type of situation. Actually, Festinger did a experiment that had to do with lying. Basically, he gave participants a boring task to do. After the boring task was done, he paid some participants $20 and he paid some participants $1 to explain, to basically lie to the other participants, saying that the task that they had was very interesting. He found out that the dollar participants were more prone to changing their attitude about the task, to whereas the $20 participants didn't change their attitude at all. I did find difficulty understanding this theory, this experiment within this theory at first, only because I'm sitting and I'm like, I feel like if I got paid $20, there's no dissonance. I got paid $20 to lie. Oh yeah, I'll do it easily. So whereas you got paid $1 and it's like, okay, like it's just nothing. I feel like they both would have been stagnant. But after reading it up and talking about it amongst a few friends, the dissonance comes to where as the dollar people are like, oh, I just had to lie about this little simple task, which is nothing. $1 is cool. Oh, that's cool. Like I get $1. So whereas the $20 people are probably more like, oh well, if they gave me $20 for this task, how come they couldn't give me more? When a friend explained it to me like that, then I better understood. Within this theory, they focus on reducing the dissonance, because usually when you have dissonance, you want to reduce it. They said there's 3 ways that you can reduce the dissonance. It's either change one or more attitudes about it, so change how you feel about it in some type of way, or try to find a different view on it. Also, reduce the importance of the conflicting belief. So, if I feel this way about a certain thing, then to eliminate that dissonance, I want to say whatever else is against how I feel, it's not that important. I brush it right off my shoulders. And then the third thing was find more supporting information. So, I know a big thing that causes dissonance is sexuality. And with sexuality, you have people that feel the way they feel. Well, everyone feels the way they feel, but you have people on both ends of the spectrum. People that feel like this is bad and this is right, or this is not bad and it's just the way it is. And usually with this dissonance, you find the third way of reducing the dissonance, which is adding more supportive information. Usually people that say this is bad and this is right are usually the people who are like, the facts are here, it says it here, you can't do this, it's not meant for this. Like, usually that's them adding more information. That's them trying to eliminate that dissonance, or basically bring down the dissonance of the opposing people. I feel like what I took most from this I feel like this theory was very simple, and what I took most from it was that basically we all will experience dissonance at some point, only because everyone is different in every type of way, and there are gonna be people that don't believe the same as you or don't have the same opinions as you, and eliminating and reducing this is important, only because you don't want to be strapped with this dissonance to whereas you just don't know what to believe. You're left in a gray area. You don't know to believe this, believe that. You want to basically pick a side. Not necessarily pick a side, but basically you want to know the meaning of either belief that you have. I think that's pretty much everything that I took from the theory. I helped some you better understanding the theory. That's all.